Welcome everyone to the Crystal Chronicles, your official and unofficial Final Fantasy Record Keeper podcast. Today's date is April 5th, 2017. This is episode number 58. My name is Pierre and I am joined tonight by my usual co-hosts. That would be Ben and Mark. Hey guys, how are we doing tonight?
I am doing great. And the FFIX sponsorship is in the works, folks.
The right company?
No, that's Wheat Bix.
Okay, you know what?
FFIX is a different company.
Don't they make the exact same thing?
No. Oh,
that's what it looks like.
I just.
Header on Twitter. It looks like a chunk of wheat. All right.
Weetabix and Wheatbix, totally different things.
Well, at least
the Weetabix folks looked like they wanted to go for it. That was funny.
That was the closest we've ever gotten. And Mark and all the mentions were like, "Oh, you big fail, epic fail." It's like, no, we were so close.
No, like Weetabix is like, yes, finally, we've been recognized.
That's our gamers or our core audience for our wheat-based biscuits. It all makes sense.
Oh boy. So
yeah.
I have a suggestion.
Sure.
I would like to rename this the Breath of the Wild podcast because oh my god, that's all I've been playing for the last freaking week.
More of it? Wow.
Oh. So here's what happened. My brother bought a Switch and then realized he had absolutely no time to play. So he
handed it off to his slacker brother.
Yeah, well, I offered, to take care of it for a few days, make sure it got proper love and everything. And oh my god, that game is so great. I was playing it before the show started, before the pre-show started and everything.
Oh yeah.
And I'm probably gonna be playing before I go to bed. So it's yeah.
How far in are you?
Not super far, so don't spoil anything.
Oh no, spoilers. Nothing. I don't know.
There are magical triangles.
No.
And a princess, and you have a sword, but you might get a better
you win
sword.
In the end.
And a pig monster.
And you might get like a bow,
Maybe.
and some different kind of arrows.
But they break.
Maybe some different clothes, colored clothes. That'd be good.
All right.
All right.
Record keeper. So, first of all, a minute of silence. The Orb Fest is over, and now rest in peace.
But the second anniversary continues.
Well,
a few more days.
Yeah,
we'll cover that.
Pretty much over, but yeah. First off, this is a Wednesday, which means that if you have not gotten your 1000 green mithril from the Fat Chocobo's shop yet, it might be an excellent time to do it. Other than that, the this week's major orbs are, and I'm just like launching my game, so it's flipping forever. Major orbs are, let's see. Major black orb, major dark orb, and major lightning orb. And this is just in as we record this. There's an event scheduled for tomorrow, World of Grimoire. It's the World of Grimoire crossover event coming soon.
Why are you booing, Mark?
Boo.
What do you have to boo about?
I don't know.
What? You have two excellent characters.
I don't want to play Chibi Final Fantasy.
But you have Rain and Lon, the two best protagonists in the last decade for Square. They're great.
Okay. Yes, World of Final Fantasy. We're looking forward to it, and we'll talk about it next week.
Oh wait, yes, we're gonna have the. Oh my gosh! Look forward to the top tier boss music that'll play. I'm gonna blast it. That's what I'm gonna do. If I'm not already busy blasting Persona 5 music.
Don't talk about that. We're gonna get copyright slammed.
Oh no! I can hear that's Atlas cops knocking on my door. Oh no!
Going to arrest you for your
just me
sociopath YouTube crimes.
My Twitch crimes. Moat dungeons are open.
Moat dungeons, yeah. What about them?
There are no new ones.
They're there if you never did them before.
Who would do such a thing?
Other people, I guess.
I like how they're, well, I guess they're sorted by realm, but not sorted by difficulty. But yeah, you can also, it's called
They're not sorted by realm, are they?
Yeah, they are from bottom to top. 2, 3, 8, 10, 13.
Yeah. Reverse order.
What?
Silly.
Well, it's still sorted. It still counts.
It is sorted wrongly.
Grab your Onion Knight motes if you still need to.
Oh, is that where you get the Onion Knight motes?
There you get some of them.
Fun. Although the chance of pulling them randomly is really quite small. So. But good luck, nonetheless.
And other than that, there's going to be a daily dungeon update coming on April 19th. They announced that one really early.
Yeah, they did. It's kind of weird.
Yeah, maybe it's hiding something. Let's Oh, no, sorry. It's not the monthly dungeon update. It's actually that they're going to be
new
dailies.
Yeah, new dailies. So they're saying dungeon offering summon orbs will be added, about flipping time. The number of XP dungeons will be increased. I believe there's going to be a Tuesday XP dungeon added. Dungeons offering increased amount of Geisel greens will be added. That's also pretty good. And the Final Fantasy realm that receive realm synergy will be increased. So all good. So all of these will be added on the 19th. So they also said that all completion and mastery reward and the daily dungeon will be reset. So if I'd be surprised if anybody listening to this show had not received their completion and mastery rewards yet. But if you are, if you are a new player, well, I would suggest you take the next few days to make sure you do that, because once they're gone forever.
Oh no.
Who knows? Rose of May, a Final Fantasy IX event that doesn't introduce jack shit that's new. I believe we covered Banner 1 last week and the minor stuff, so let's jump right away to the ultimate battle, starting with the first ultimate, Masked Warrior.
Masked Warrior. Yes. Am I doing this? Or
yeah, you go. I have not beaten them yet.
All right. Masked Warrior. Baku, spoilers, begins by cast. I seriously hope that's not the game's been ruined for me. The introduction tutorial has been ruined. No.
It's all over.
Baku begins by casting Protect and Shell on himself, and he counters with Haste, so bring Dispel and make him dead. So this is literally a tutorial fight in the actual Final Fantasy IX. So
it is. It's kind of funny. They bought that one as an ultimate.
Not very hard in this version either. Although you can, I suppose, die in this fight. You can in the tutorial, but that brings us to Ultimate Plus, Ruinous Horde. And you have to fight 6, not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5, but 6 Mistodons. The fancy Mistodons, creatures of the mist. You will face 4 waves. The wave order is you fight 1, then you fight 2, then you fight 1, then you fight 2. So you could bring up Dancer. The problem is, if you're doing a SID mission, a synergy mission, special mission, there's no dancers in Final Fantasy IX, even though Freya comes from a race that has liturgical dance.
That's true.
And Zidane is literally part of a theater troupe. And the opening scene of the game is him having a dance fight with one of his friends. So anyway, if you're not doing a SID mission, you can bring a dancer. They do both physical and magic, but magic is a little bit more powerful, so you would preference that. They can also silence and sleep, so you probably want to bring a silence-resistant gear on your healer, and then bring in Suna as well, or Ultra Cure, whatever we call that. So we have a various 10 heroes from the Final Fantasy IX realm. So if you're going for the Sid mission, you hopefully have a few good soul breaks at your disposal to make quick work of these guys. They are weak to something, aren't they?
Fire.
Oh, they are weak to fire. I did not include that. But yes, they are weak to fire, so that will help very much. So if you're looking for no soul breaks, Beatrix has Saint's Cross, Kuja has the Darkness combo, Kina can break, Freya has Dragoon combo, Garnet Aiko can summon, heal, Zidane can do thiefy type things.
You can summon 2 different kinds of Bahamut.
You can bring all 3 of your Bahamut's if you made one yourself and got 2 more. Steiner
Neo
can Knight Spellblade Combat. Amarant can Monk Sharpshooter. Now, if you're like me and you have Divine Guardian, Frog Drop, and all of Aiko's Soul Breaks, and Zidane and Beatrix's BSBs, you will not find this particularly difficult. But they do resist Dark, or they might resist Dark, somebody said. Oh, I don't know. I don't have it in front of me.
Yep.
Don't bring Dark if they resist Dark.
Let me take a look real quick. I have it right.
Yeah. Apparently. So VV's Super Soul Break and
they absorb Dark.
Dark Zone. They absorb Dark. So
Yep.
yeah, don't bring Dark. But you can bring Fire, correct? So there are some good fire options, obviously. Spell Blades and Firaga and Fire, and also the Fire Elemental, and just non-elemental damage, but maybe you have some good soul breaks to destroy these poor guys with. They're not super hard, especially if you mitigate well. That brings us to the ultimate plus Engulfing Chaos. Here we fight Tiamat. Tiamat has both physical and magic attacks. She has a single target attack that can inflict silence, but if you want to use Draw Fire Retaliate combo, you can negate that, or just bring your silent resistant gear. Tiamat also has a steel attack and steel magic power that breaks your attack and breaks your magic, and then buffs her own. The lower her HP, the more likely she is to use an AoE physical attack that ignores defense. Tiamat is weak to ice, so soul breaks for roaming warrior, like Edea and Sarah, Final Fantasy 13 BSBs might be good roaming warrior options.
All right.
Compared to the last few events, would you say it's harder, easier? How does it compare?
Mark?
And moving on to
All
banner
right.
number 2. I think we lost Mark again. He's having internet issues this week again. So let's just move on to banner number 2 and pretend none of this ever happened.
Sure thing. No problem. So, we reviewed the first banner, which had Garnet's BSB2 and Kina's Burst Soul Break, as well as Overstrike for Beatrix. In this second banner, we have Vivi's Overstrike, Life's Torch. Have you seen the animation for this?
I did.
It's pretty cool. Like it pulls out the FMV of Vivi under the hat, the glowing eyes. It looks really cool, and this is a standard OSB, just massive fire damage, pretty similar to Terra's, but the Black Mage staff does give a small boost to fire damage, helpful against those Mystodons. Now, the only other new relic on this banner is Amarant's Avenger, which gives him Fists of Flame. Notable, this is a burst soul break weapon that has a synergy bonus. Normally, those are only tied to overstrikes. This time, it's a burst bonus, or it's a synergy bonus on a burst weapon. Fists of Flame deals 6 ranged physical fire non-elemental attacks to all targets. Gives haste and burst mode, and then infuses them. I feel like the syntax is off because that implies that you're infusing the enemy with fire.
Yeah, it's oddly written, that's for sure.
Especially since Amarant himself does not have funky pronouns like Kina, So we know Amarant's a guy. It's a him. So I guess
that
infuses him.
has to be a typo.
Yeah. So the burst abilities are both monk type. So bring Sabin's Keeper of the Old Ways to double proc. There's Flying Fire Fist, which is 4 ranged physical fire and non-elemental attacks to one target. But notable is that critical hits deal extra damage. So bring this along with a critical hit chance buffing Soul Rake to get those extra crits in. And then there's Sundowner Kick, named after what I'm sure is Amarant's favorite boss from Metal Gear Rising. Sundowner Kick deals 2 ranged physical fire and non-elemental attacks to all targets, and crits deal additional damage. Those are the only new relics on this banner, but to round it off, you have Vivi's Flame Staff, which is his Burst Soul Break, which we learned before. It does... No, never mind. I'm thinking of Double Cast Decay or something. Anyway, then there's Beatrix's Burst Soul Break. Very nice. Very identical to Agrias's. Then there is Amarant's Rising Sun with Power Throw, which is another Soul Break in which critical hits deal additional damage. Pretty nifty. And we have Zidane's Vest with Storm Impulse. Pretty easy infuse Soul Break. Then we have the Tin Armor for Steiner with Imperil Fire. We have we have Beatrix's Ragnarok with Psych and Shock with Magic Blink. And then the Thunder Gloves, which are a nice and easy defense buff. So that's the banner.
Should we pull? Not pull. Doesn't look too exciting to me.
Yeah, unless you're a big fan of Vivi and are looking forward to the Struggle event, which I pitched last week. I'd say you're not really that incentivized to go for this, especially considering Amarant is a fairly weak character. Not one of the best monks in the game.
All right. Let's move on to multiplayer. You've got 2 Final Fantasy IX battles. The first one is Valia Pira, which is, if I'm not mistaken, I'm not like 100% sure. It's a big, it's a big
mirror.
stone. The big. Oh, look who's back!
Yeah, it's the menacing obelisk that will scan your party for FF9 characters and judge you accordingly.
So in the game, because again, a reminder, I didn't play Final Fantasy IX. In the game, what does that boss? What's the gimmick this boss does? Because obviously, it doesn't scan for Final Fantasy IX characters. So
what are you talking about? It punishes you if you buy the DLC.
You have to get items. It scans if you have the items. It penalizes you, or you need the items to. They're the stones that it's looking for.
Okay.
Or somebody's imbued with something. Each of the characters has to be imbued with something like that.
Bloods.
All right.
Oh yeah.
This is easy enough. I mean, obviously, if you're able to do the Sid mission, you're going to be able to do both of these really easily. Even if you're not, you could probably take a very easy Final Fantasy IX team, Synergy team, and get through these 2 solo. We said last week, I mean, if you want to go on with a couple of Final Fantasy IX characters and do 8 versus the Valia Pura, then you certainly could. So, yeah. It shouldn't be too hard.
And Kuja.
Kuja, on the other hand, a little tougher.
Oh, yeah?
You could solo him if you have the right characters. He does a lot of single-target magic attacks that can be runicked with... Celeste's Super Soul Break, so it is a roaming warrior option if you're going to go solo. Kuja has a group gravity attack, so instant KO resistant accessories are helpful, although he also uses a lot of lightning attacks, so you may want to think about using lightning resistance instead. His most devastating attack comes after he drops to 50% of his health. He casts Gigavolt, group lightning, followed by Ultima, which reduces everyone to 1 HP. You want to have an instant heal ready or a Medica prepared after the Gigavolt to survive the entirety of the fight. Obviously, Last Stand also works nicely here. With Protect, Shell, and Wall, that will help a lot. And obviously, you want to try to get as much magic debuffing as possible. Although runic abilities really, really shine here. Going into multiplayer, I highly recommend at least one runic and at least one instant medica. I believe, was it Marley and Yinka and myself, we went in with just some random schmuck. And so I think I had Aiko and Onion Knight, and we also had Shantanto and Van and Celeste and Tyro. And so we just waited for a fourth person, right? And the fourth person brought Onion Knight with his OSB. So I'm like, oh, great, because we need some DPS. And then Arc. So Onion Knight, the fourth person's, random person's Onion Knight, whose name was Tyro. So Tyro's Onion Knight with the OSB got one-shotted like in the first round and was dead the entire game. So
that's funny.
But yeah, that's what you want to do. We were able to do it. It's easy enough. Oh, Vanille. Sorry. There was a Vanille in there. Yeah, I thought we had more than just Arc. That would have been rough for us. So maybe I had Tyro. I don't know. Somebody I think had Tyro. Anyway, I don't remember all that stuff.
Who knows?
But it was good.
Cares?
Those guys also helped me out with data, I believe. Helped me out with Shadow Lord 200. So we can talk about that, because even though the second anniversary is done, we still have, if you're listening to the podcast right now, or if you are listening to it tomorrow, we still have several days to finish.
They're technically all listening to the podcast.
That'd be
right
really
now.
impressive.
If you are listening to the podcast right now.
If on some existential level they were listening to the podcast but weren't listening. Ooh,
yes.
That's deep.
That is deep. You're welcome. So, if you have yet to complete all of your second anniversary, or if you are forgetting, there are some things to do. Maybe you've been overwhelmed by the amount, or maybe you've been focusing on Orb Fest and so haven't done the events. Here is everything that will drop on April 9th. Final Fantasy IX event and multiplayer, which would be the two we just talked about. The X Records, Beyond Omega, all 5 halls plus Nemesis. I would encourage you definitely to do the first 2 Nemesis, if not the most difficult one. And I was able to do that today. Speaking of which,
congrats.
We can go back there.
Good job.
Mithril Dungeon, make sure you get your 50 Mithril. Multiplayer Shadow Lord, and there is a difficulty 50, 80, 120, 160, and 200 for that. The record missions, remember there are 15 SID missions, special missions, one in each realm of the 15 realms we currently have in the realm dungeons. Each one will net you a Mithril, so that's 15 Mithril. And remember, half stamina until the 9th as well in Realm Dungeon. So if you didn't do the last dungeon update because Orb Fest hits, you still have a few days to get that half stamina, or if you just need to catch up, it's a good time to catch up on your Realm Dungeons. So yes, I was able to join the elite group of hackers and whales and just skilled individuals to beat Nemesis difficult 250. I got down to so I was kind of playing with the turtle method, just going straight reflect heal, radiant shield, last stand. I'm just not patient enough for that. And I'm kind of pissed that when he does 99,999 damage to you, that it only reflects whatever your health is. It doesn't reflect the full damage back. That's stupid. That should, anyway. So I kind of did a hybrid of, I had Radiant Shield, I had Last Stand, I had Van with his BSB, and so I kind of had, a hybrid of damage / reflect damage and breaking, lots of breaks and all that kind of stuff. So I got down to the very last phase, probably timed a couple of things wrong because I'm not very good at that timing stuff. And I never remember how long anything lasts, so that's another one of my problems. Like, how long does Sentinel Grimoire last? How long does Protectica last? How long do my breaks last? And I don't know how to necessarily relate that depending on the various speed, and I'm at speed 1, which drives me crazy.
You just gotta feel it in your gut when it's about to run out. I hate
playing at speed 1. Anyway, so I get down. He's got just a couple thousand HP left. Everyone is dead but Aiko. Aiko has literally, just had last stand, just was able to heal her. And he hits Aiko with 99,999 damage. She last stands. It deals like 4,500 damage to him, and he dies.
Wow!
So that was literally, I was left with Aiko with 1 or 70 HP or something like that.
Wow!
It was not the prettiest. Not the prettiest.
Nice finish. Yeah.
Not the prettiest, but I won.
Yeah, as long as you win.
That's all that matters.
All of records. Yeah. So
Good
next week,
job,
you guys
Mark.
got 4 days to do it.
God,
all right.
That's gonna happen.
Yeah, too much Breath of the Wild.
Well, not only that, it's just above my pay grade. I don't know. Maybe I'll give it a shot.
Who knows?
Freaking Breath of the Wild. So, but besides these, what would you say were the top thing, the top event of the entire anniversary?
What did that? Are you asking? Is this an impromptu round table?
No, yeah, impromptu round table. Out of all the crap they threw our way, what did you prefer?
I liked the missions. I've talked about them enough. The record missions. Yeah, I guess that's it for me.
I liked 4 11 pulls for 75 mithril. That was pretty good.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was.
I take that every couple months.
That was nice. The second anniversary, like the free poll, and then the other thing was pretty generous to me too. So
yeah, no, I'm certainly not unhappy with a free 11 pull, even if the items are not real great. But I love the all your 5-star RBSBs. I like those when we get those, especially for 25 mithril.
Yep.
I'd like to have one of those every month, every couple weeks.
Yeah.
Every other day.
Well, I would run out of mithril at that point, but
Yeah, that's true.
yeah, 50 mithril magic pots. That should be a weekly thing. Yeah. That should refresh. That should be a daily dungeon.
Oh boy, talk about a company going straight to bankrupt.
Just desserts.
Yeah.
All right. Gee, are we already at the draw of the week part?
Sure. I mean, can we stall? do we have the need to stall?
No, go ahead.
Nope.
All right.
Draw of the week.
Draw of the week. I guess drawn by our very own Axel Pritt.
Oh, he wanted to be mentioned on the show. Look what happened.
Or Axe Fritz.
Yeah.
Axe Fritz.
Listen, if you put the letters A, X, and L anywhere in that vicinity, I'm just gonna read him as Axel. It has nothing against your actual username or its origins or whatever. It's just, I'm trained by instinct. Anyway, so Alxprit? Is that how you want it to be pronounced?
Axelprit.
No. X.
ALXPRIT. Alxprit. Pulled on. You're right. We pulled on OSB Banner 4 and received 3 6-stars. Each of the ones featured. That means Orlando's, Agrius's, and Ash's. That's pretty good.
That's pretty good.
To clear off the top 3 items featured on the banner, can't complain. And,
Not at all.
And their second kind of draw of the week is Kurage? Anyway, they pulled on OSP Banner 5 and received 4 6-stars, beating out Alxprit. See ya! And 1 5-star. That means, I guess, 5 relics in total. 2 of each 2 of Ico's, 2 of Zidane's, and Vanille's BSB.
It's pretty good.
Pretty good.
Pretty good draw. Pretty good draw.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I heard we got a crap of the week.
Well, there wasn't a lot of crap with these banners, and no one pulled on the Final Fantasy IX banners. But Purple wanted to enter his name. Purple Neb wanted to enter his name for only pulling an OSB on banner 4, and it was Ash's OSB. Probably, not the worst thing in the world, but on that banner, not one of the best things on that banner either. So
yeah,
there you go.
Talk about a meh pull.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, question of the week discussion.
Yes, I'm ready.
Following the second anniversary event and the various lucky and not so lucky relic draws, 3 questions, 3 parts. It's a complicated one.
Okay.
Which character do you have 3 or more unique or better soul breaks for? So not including the default. Which do you have 3 relics for or more? 2, who are your top 5 characters currently? And 3, which realms do you still lack synergy for? Oh, can they not hear me?
Yep.
I can hear you. Yeah, you're good.
Dude, you gave us like quarter second.
Yeah. You're like, all right, answer.
Answer.
We need buzzers to chime in.
No, I was responding to Twitch.
Oh. Yeah. Well, if we can hear you, I hope they can hear
Doesn't
us.
mean anything.
Yeah, you're right.
All right. So I'm gonna answer. First question. Following blah 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 blah. Which character do you have 3 or more unique or better soul break for? For some reason, it seems to always be common for all of my stuff comes for the same characters. I would go ahead and say Celeste, because she's got Indomitable Blade, something like that, Spinning Edge, and Runic Blade, which makes her a runic expert right there. I also have pretty much everything Squall ever did for some reason. He's just like super pumped like that. And Onion Knight, I believe I have pretty much close to all of his stuff. Now moving on to the other question, which are my top 5 characters? They would be Edgar, Agrius, Celes, probably Cloud, and either Terra or I've got, in terms of healing, I've got a whole lot of stuff with Aerith. I have a lot of stuff with Garnet and Echo, so I'm definitely well equipped. And which realm do I lack synergy for? That part I am not entirely sure. I would say all of the earlier realms, because I didn't really pull on them in 12. So there we go.
Okay, I guess I'm next. So just
Answer!
going down. I guess up the list of level descending characters that I have 3 or more unique soul breaks for. Yuna joins the list. I got the Chaos Rod off of just a 5 mithril, so that gives me 3 of hers. I have Ramzo, I'm at 2. Realm, I'm at 2.
Yeah, have a whole bunch at 2.
Let's see. I've got 3. I've got Laguna. I've got 3 for him. I like it because he has a boost Daga, as well as ice synergy with
Imperil Ice.
Squall. Yeah.
Yeah, very nice.
Let's see.
I think he's the only Imperil Ice right now, isn't he?
Is the Magic Mog for Lulu? Is that Imperil or Empower? While you're looking it up, I'll bring up that for Gilgamesh, I have a unique, a super, a burst, and his OSB now. So that completes the full set. I love me some Gilgamesh. Oh, with Locke, I have his unique, both supers and his burst. No OSB, but I mean his burst soul break's pretty good since it is Imperial.
Wait, I have Genie Helm, Genie Armor, and
you mean Genji? Genie Armor? That's a J, not an N, my friend.
I know
Genji.
We've done that before.
Oh, you did?
Yes, I have the helmet, the armor, and the shield. Does that count as 3 Gilgamesh relics?
They all fit on the same slot, so I don't think so.
Yeah. Poor Gilgamesh.
Maybe someday. Then for Terra, I have 3. And then pretty much once you get to the upper levels, I have 3. I have, yes, it counts. That Celebration Grimoire. That puts me on 3 for Tyro. Squall, I only have 2. But then Lightning, Titus, Cloud, and Bartz.
Tyro, didn't I? That's fine.
How many do I even have for Cloud? I have like 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 6 for Cloud. Both his bursts.
6?
Yeah, both his bursts. OSB and
his Super Soul Break.
Yeah, his Super Soul Break and
both of his.
Well, he has 3 uniques. He has Braver, Klim Hazard, and Cross Slash. I don't have Cross Slash, but I have the other 2.
Oh wow!
Oh yeah,
that's pretty good.
Braver comes in clutch.
I mean, it's not really good. All you need is his Super Soul Break, burst BS2, and maybe his OSB. But
yeah,
then, still.
Oh yeah, and so yeah, what was the second part of the question? I'm looking at that.
Who would you say is your top 5?
Top five. It's tough because I like tech characters, but just in terms of raw DPS, it would have to go to just Bartz, Cloud, Titus, Lightning. Either probably tied between Terra or Locke at this point. Just in terms of physical versus magical DPS in the 6th realm. But actually no. Oh yeah, that's fine. Whatever. And then third part, which is what am I lacking synergy for? I'm actually lacking synergy in 4 and in 12. I have. Do I have any above unique in 12? I'm gonna look right now because I don't think I do. Yes, I do. I do now. I have the Holy Rod for Pinello. That's just a Medica.
Yep.
So, yeah.
Yeah, better than a kick in the face.
I'm doing better in 3 than I am in 4 with Ignis's Burst and Onion Knight's OSB. So yeah, that is how I am doing in terms of synergy.
Cool. Well, for me, in my first part, which character you have 3 or more unique soul breaks for? I have Hope, OSB, BSB unique. I have Squall, OSB, BSB unique. I have Onion Knight, BSB, Super Soul Break, Super Soul Break. I have Sid Reigns, BSB, Super Soul Break, Super Soul Break. I have Aerith, BSB, Super Soul Break unique. Beatrix, BSB, Super Soul Break unique. Sarah, BSB, Super Soul Break unique. Terra, Super Soul Break unique. Laguna, Super Soul Break unique. Quina, Super Soul Break unique. Waka, BSB unique. Setzer, Super Soul Break unique. And Aiko, USB, BSB, Super Soul Break. So, and I guess Tyro, I have Celebration Grimoire, Healing Grimoire, and Sentinel Grimoire. I would say my top 5 characters currently: Onion Knight, with his BSB, obviously, in both his Super Soul Breaks. Sid Reigns with his BSB in both his Soul Breaks. Aiko, who is now number 1, who's always been my number 1 healer, but with BSB, Super Soul Break, and USB. Alpha Nod with his BSB and Super Soul Break, and Van with his BSB. And I'd say probably followed closely by Zell with his BSB and Sentinel Grimoire. For my synergy, I have no relics, obviously, for 11. I mean, there's only 1, I think, right? Crazy Shantanto's gloves. I have no Final Fantasy 11, but I have no Final Fantasy 1 or 2. So I think 2 is the big one. I have no relics for Final Fantasy 2, and I've made it a point not to draw on any 2 banners, and I haven't pulled any 2 relics, so I feel good about that. Beyond that, I have a Medica for every other realm except for Final Fantasy 5 and 14, oddly enough, but I have all of Y'Shatola's other powers, just not any for Medicas. I have Stone Skin and the other one. I have a Hastaga, Boostaga, and Medica combo for Final Fantasy 3, 4, 7, 8, 9, 13, and Tactics. So I'm definitely feeling good in those realms.
Oh, I've thought of a realm.
Oh, go ahead.
I just said I thought of a realm that we all need help and synergy, and that would be 15. We've only got that one lonely
world of Final Fantasy. Yeah, and 15. Yeah. I think I could use more relics in Final Fantasy 5. I have Gilgamesh BSB, which is great. Butts, Bats, Barts, Super Soul Break, Galoff, Super Soul Break, and Ferris Unique, which are that's fine. And then Final Fantasy X, even though I have Waka's BSB, Oron, Super Soul Break, and Unika's Unique Medica, not a lot of DPS, a lot of breaking there. So, yeah. Yes, but these questions were asked from us, so I don't think it counts as a humble brag if you ask.
It's true. If people want to know, don't ask
the questions if you don't answer my answers.
Yeah.
I got to say about that.
If you don't want to be shamed by our superiority.
Just for those wondering what the hell had just happened to Mark, it's not a brain bubble. It's because on Twitch, our good friend Derek said this monologue equals humble brag of the year candidate. So,
oh yeah,
it's while Mark doesn't need any excuse to brag this time around, it was actually asked in Slack chat. So that's why we're doing it for the people.
So. Yes, moving. Yes, that's what you want. You want it, we'll tell you. So starting something new. So listen up, and it's going to evolve, I think, over the next few weeks, month, perhaps. But we want to start something new. There's been a group on our Slack chat doing some fun challenges. We want to start a Crystal Chronicles weekly challenge. We're going to start with something easy, and as we progress, we'll start implementing kind of a point system and kind of a system to make the challenges a little bit more competitive and fun. But for this week, just to give you a sense of what we're thinking when we mean challenge, our challenge of the week will be Conquest Kuja, the multiplayer Kuja, difficulty 200 solo. So you need to go into Conquest Kuja, difficulty 200 solo, and we're going to have 4 tiers of challenges. So you can compete in all of them or just one of them, however you feel. So the first tier, easy, is no restrictions. Go in, fight Kuja with whoever you want, however you want to do it, not a problem. Medium, use at least one Final Fantasy 9 character. Angry Whale Watcher says, I don't have Kuja at level 99. We are not using the timer. You may use the timer if you want to. You do not have to use Kuja's Memory Crystal 3 break record materia 4 Doom timer counter.
Yeah,
you just need to beat.
I think it was an issue with a few people that said, you know what, yes. I don't want to have that.
We may eventually include some timed challenges, but this is not a timed challenge. So this is just a defeat challenge. The winners will be those who are able to do it, just like Nemesis. And we will share the people who are able to defeat the challenge. So again, easy, no restrictions. Medium, use at least one Final Fantasy 9 character. Hard, defeat him using only 4 characters, because in Final Fantasy 9 you only get 4 characters. And then insane, defeat him using a full Final Fantasy 9 synergy team. So those are the 4 challenges. What do you think?
I think that's great. I've already offered to, if the people behind this super great idea want to have a page or section on the site to pose a challenge, and whoever's doing what, and seriously, I think this is really, really cool. So
yes, really so just difficulty 200 this week. In future weeks, we may do different bosses, and we will probably have a point system. So for every challenge you beat, you will get a certain number of points. Depending on how you beat it, you may get more points or less points.
Oh, dude, so to be
a little bit more competitive. This week, we're just not going to do that, but it will be difficulty 200. So it is, even easy is is difficult, right? So, but yes, I think if you bring on easy, if you bring 5 good characters and you either bring Runic or Synergy Runic, you should be able to do it fine. It does get a little harder if you do the others. And we will post this. I will pin this on the Crystal Chronicles Slack chat. Please take screenshots and tell us what tier that you are, although we should be able to tell. Please take screenshots of your victory when the boss blinks. Take a snapshot or a screen capture of that and share it on the hashtag Crystal_Chronicles Slack chat. So make sure that you are on that on Slack chat. There is a Crystal Chronicles channel, excuse me, that's the word I was looking for. So make sure you share all of yours with us, and we will try to catalog them in some way and share them on the show next week. And then we will start growing from there. And if you have other ideas, you can join with us on Slack chat. And Data09 is one of those folks behind that. So trying to come up with some other ideas. And there's a whole channel of challenges that they do different challenges all the time, but this will be the Crystal Chronicles challenge of the week. So that is the challenge. So good luck to all of you, and compete at any level, and let us know what you think and what you like. And especially when things are a little slow, might be nice to have some other fun things to do in the game. So this is something we can do as a community and just have fun with it. And in the future, there may be prizes for certain things, but
let's start slowly and
but we are starting.
Yep.
Yes. Slow and steady.
All right. News from the future. This is the news from the Japanese version of Record Keeper, courtesy of our good friend Australian Derek. Just 1 second. He sent like 300 emails. So here we go. Let's see. Derek, what's wrong with you? I can't find it. Where is it? Alright, there it is. Hello, Crystal Chronicle team. Hope you've had another awesome week with a gentle landing from the 2nd anniversary and have had fun reviewing all of your new relics. The Japanese version of the game has seen a fairly standard but fun-packed week, so let's get to it. Launch of Final Fantasy V event. 4 hearts. Hearts. Things. Ba-bum, 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 these things. No new characters available this week. New Spellblade 5, Quake Strike, which you'll guess, 2 AoE hurt physical damage. New USB release for Bartz, Ferris, and Exdat. BSB for Bartz and Dorgan. I believe this makes Bartz the first character with 3 BSB relics. Again, this is in the Japanese version. New LM relics released for Bartz, Ferris, Galuf, and Exdat. New dress record for Ferris, Princess Sarisa. Launch of special Ultras event. Home screen of Final Fantasy hijacked by Ultras. Official Final Fantasy Record Keeper Japan Twitter account hijacked by Ultras. See, we don't get any of the fun.
That sounds fun. I wonder if our Twitter account will do that.
No. Bonus dungeon to face difficulty Ultras. Apparently unkillable by conventional method. You must figure out the hidden mechanic to win. Free shared 6-star relic Tentacle. Final Fantasy VI Synergy Rod with shared OSB at 25.8 multiplier. Not that great, but it's a free stat stick, so it's really good. 8 Apology Mithril issue. Ultras was supposed to be recruitable as a player character, but he ran away. That's funny. What was that?
That was me laughing, yeah.
Okay.
It's like maniacal laughter.
Work on that.
Because it's about a villain.
Also a reparation for the Twitter account being hijacked. Dungeon Update 37 release, taking us back to Final Fantasy 3, 5, and CC7. New Realm Portal and Story Dungeon. Reoccurrence of the Japanese-style DU Lucky Banner, 1 free single bowl, everything else full price. And reoccurrence of limited time half price stamina for all story dungeons, a great chance to catch up or keep up. Nightmare Dungeon. The Final Fantasy V Nightmare has rotated back, so a good chance to knock out any of the dungeons or Sin mission that you might have missed before. And that's a wrap for the news from the future. Not a huge week, but a lot of fun, partly with the April 1st Ultras event. Derek says that he expects there will be another Final Fantasy Record Keeper report hours after this review hits the wild, thanks to DNA's awesome, incredible timing. So do tune in next week to hear what exciting new things are in store. So that is the news from the future. And I guess we're at the moment where we talk about other mobile games.
Oh boy.
And I want to talk about a game I'll probably not be opening ever again. It's Fire Emblem, because they just decided to stop giving up orbs daily. So the only reason I had to open that flippin' game, because of course they now people are gonna say, well, they have quests. You do 2 battles and you're gonna get. Yeah, well, I don't care about any of this. I was just logging in to get my bonus.
You have to do something to get your free orb every day.
Well,
what a gamer.
So there we go. So if I don't get any free shit when I log in, then I don't log in at all anymore. So, and lesson learned: if you want to pick a team for the little challenge they have, go with boobies. Boobies are always winner. Camilla is tearing apart whoever it is she's fighting against. So, like, it's not even a challenge anymore.
It's very, very bad. Yes, Camilla is destroying. I'm sure it's pretty much going to be Camilla race to the finish. It's going to be very sad for everyone else.
Mark, I think you had a Mobius Minute, something we haven't had in a long time.
Mobius is reintroducing Final Fantasy Record Keeper cards, although this time they are gotcha. You have to pull on them, and there's only a chance that you'll pull them, and they're not very good. So, yay! Yeah. So I'm not sure if that's to get back, because originally, Mobius had this crossover event, and the Final Fantasy Record Keeper cards were awesome. And then Final Fantasy Record Keeper had a Mobius event, and the Mobius characters were garbage. So maybe this is to get back at Final Fantasy Record Keeper. Is this some kind of like company versus company game? I don't. Like, oh yeah, you think our characters are dumb? Well, here's your cards. They're going to be super hard to get, and when people get them, they're going to be disappointed.
Oh, that's funny.
No one cared. No one cared.
Womp womp. So is that how
it's almost? I mean, at some point, it's almost like. I mean, the game is so like complex. It's almost like painful to sit down and play.
Oh no!
I mean, it's just rough. I mean, like I like every once in a while I will play it for like 10 minutes, and it's just. Like, I can do everything. I have fairly powerful character and fairly powerful cards. It's just like, oh, it's just so. Ugh.
So, speaking of cards and game, what? I was going to talk about the new Hearthstone expansion.
I know you were. That's what I said.
What? It's on mobile. What are you talking about?
It's got dinosaurs.
Yes, it's great. Journey to Ungoro releases tomorrow, and if you've been logging in for those 2nd anniversary bonuses, whoa. Wait, no, it's not 2nd anniversary. It's the standard is shifting. The standard season sets are rotating out. If you've been logging in and doing the Tavern Brawls, you should have 5 Ungoro packs ready to go tomorrow. And if you were dumb and pre-purchased for $50, sorry, but you're going to get a lot of trash cards. I'm really excited for this set. It's all about big cards and big combos. So I'm going to go in with a Priest Silence deck and crush everybody's dreams.
All right.
Very interesting.
It's not Power Creep. It's a bit.
No, Power Creep was Mobius.
Mobius? Yeah. I was just so quick to defend.
There's lag, remember, in the chat.
Oh yeah. So yeah, that's other gaming news. Anything else? I was eating breakfast with a friend and saw him playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links. It was really funny. I'm like, what the?
Did you fight in the street when weather changed and stuff? Right? Isn't that
No,
that
I uninstalled that app.
Oh,
I'm
Blue
like,
Eyes White Dragon.
I know. I had a.
Dark Magician.
It was just really funny to see someone. It was like it was a jockey guy on my floor who like is on the wrestling team. It's like, wait a minute, you're not allowed to have that. You're supposed to beat me up for having that.
Hey, we found out that Addison Russell, who is one of the Chicago Cubs, now that baseball season's back and thing, they were doing an interview with one of the other guys on the team, and he was in front of Addison Russell's locker. And he had a sleeve, one of the 9-card sleeves, like pages of like vintage foil original Pokemon cards.
Oh, that's badass.
Like legendary bird foils, like sitting there. They're like, what the? That's what I'm saying is it's 2017, Ben.
Oh, you're right.
Jocks can play games.
Hey, if Vin Diesel plays World of Warcraft, anything can happen.
Vin Diesel is awesome, first of all. Vin Diesel plays Dungeons & Dragons, loves Dungeons & Dragons. He's hilarious, too.
Oh,
You've ever heard him talk about it? It's hilarious.
Yeah, Vin Diesel for Dungeon Master 2018.
Wow. Yeah. There's only one.
Yep, that's it.
Okay. All right. So,
all right, I think that's going to be a wrap for a slightly shorter version of the show than usual.
Kept it under an hour. Look at that.
Yeah, we did. So, as usual, we would welcome your comments, suggestions, apple pie recipes in so many different ways. You can email it to us at ffrkcentral@gmail.com. There's Slack chat that you are more than welcome to join. There's so many channels with so many things happening. For more information, head off to ffrkcentral.com/ffrkchat. We've got the Facebook page. Just either go to ffrkcentral.com, hit Facebook, or look, search on Facebook for FFRK Central. Yeah, sure, Threats, sweet potato pie recipes. I'll take those. Whatever you can make. I'll take pictures. And finally, there's Twitter. I'm at FFRK Central. Ben?
I am at etank88. I changed my profile picture for like 3 hours, but gotta stick to the brand.
And Mark?
Is sweet potato pie like Threats' nickname, or is that an actual pie? I've never had sweet potato pie.
I don't know.
Pumpkin pie. Let's see. I've made lots of pie. I feel like I'm a fairly
as a pie aficionado.
Pie aficionado.
No, it's a real thing. I just Googled it. It's a real thing.
I'm gonna eat me some sweet potato pie.
It kind of looks like a sugar pie, but God, are you gonna get surprised when you get your teeth on that?
Oh yeah.
Love me some sweet potato.
I'm gonna have to try this. Wow. So it's evaporated milk and sweet potatoes.
Oh yeah. No, I kind of assumed how you would make it. I've never had sweet potato pie.
I'm just reading the ingredients and realizing that there's
I'm gonna
no
go have
way
some.
in hell this thing can taste good.
That's our show, everybody.
At Rev Mark Myers on Twitter, at RevHP on Slack chat.
So thank you. Have a good pie and see you next week. Thank you.